Wanderlust, a strong desire or urge to wander or travel and explore the world. I do not claim to be, nor have I ever claimed to be, a wilderness, survival, hunting, or firearms teacher or instructor. The actions portrayed in my videos are meant for entertainment purposes only and should not be used for any educational purposes. If you seek further wilderness, survival, hunting, or firearm education, find a school near you and join a class. What's up, YouTube folks? So, just out here on the trap line today, kind of getting a late start in this video since I've already been doing some stuff. But I am going to do something today that I wanted to document, and I figured I'd bring you guys along and show you what I'm gonna do. But first, basically what I'm doing now is I'm here at my canine sets, and it's been storming here pretty hard for the last several days. And so this originally was a dirt hole set. I didn't have any of this barricade stuff set up or any of that. And so I came here this morning and my trap bed was completely ruined from the rain. So I went ahead and covered in my dirt holes, and I remade the trap bed, and I rebedded it with some wax dirt that I'd made to try to keep it from freezing in the next few days. And then I went ahead and put these side barricades in to kind of guide them in to where to go. I found this old piece of driftwood up here, and I had this old bag of meat that's been sitting and tainting from a deer I killed, and I made this a flat set, and I'm gonna try that and see what happens. I caught a coyote here with a very similar scenario, other than it wasn't deer meat, it was an old ham bone from Thanksgiving that I caught. And it was actually a little further into January when I caught that guy last year. And here in North Georgia, our temperatures still haven't, I mean, it's 70 degrees today and tornado threats everywhere. So, but it is supposed to turn off cold and a chance of snow tomorrow. So I wanted to go ahead and get that trap bed remade, and hopefully we can get a hit on it. And here's the other trap bed. I don't know if y'all remember this from the very first video. I put it Duke 550 here. It was a flat set. I had an old deer leg there. There was a camera on that tree over there. And so I got a picture of a fox the very first night I put it out, and then I got some pictures of deers. But the deer leg, I come down here this morning and the deer leg's gone. The trap wasn't set off. I set the trap off with a stick, so it was still functioning, and there were no tracks in the trap bed, so I guess they just grabbed it and went with it. But I went ahead and pulled the camera. I went ahead and pulled that trap. I'm actually going to use that trap somewhere else, and I'm going to take that camera up to the house and put some fresh batteries in it, and check the SD card, put a fresh SD card in it, and then I'm going to bring it back down to the property and put it up later this evening on this new set that I'm going to make. So now basically what we're going to do is we're done with those old canine sets. So we're going to come across the ridge over here, and we're going to find or come down to my coon sets. And on this side of the ridge is where I usually have, it's where my deer stand is, and it's where I keep my deer feeder and all that. And part of the reason why I'm setting on coons over here is because I'm trying to trap some of these old ringtails out to help save on my corn. But I've had probably 2 or 3 coyotes on my trail cam at my deer stand in the last probably 2 weeks. And so I found a natural dirt hole set over here last year, and I had completely forgot about it until like a day or two ago. I was coming out doing trap checks and I walked by it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the coon sets first and do a little bit of work on those guys, and then I'm gonna come back up to that natural hole set and I'm gonna make a big elaborate dirt hole set, and I'm gonna set the trap with a Duke number 2 that I bought straight off the shelf at a local hardware store. I haven't dyed it, I haven't bowled it, I haven't dyed it, I haven't waxed it, I haven't done anything to it. All I did was set the pan tension and adjust the dog. I filed the dog and the pan so that there were no burrs. And but it's brand new. And everything I've read, everything I see, it says you need to bull them and dye them and wax them and all this to produce on any type of coyotes, or even fox will dig them up. And so we're just gonna give it a shot and see what happens. I'm actually gonna make the set like basically a anything set. So I'm actually, when I bring the trail camera back in the evening, I've been collecting turkey feathers. And so I'm gonna bring some turkey feathers, and I'm gonna hang some turkey feathers with a staple gun above the set, maybe even try to draw in a bobcat. Now, I've never seen any bobcat in this area specifically, but less than a mile from here, a neighbor actually had a den under their storage building, and a mama bobcat had some kittens in there. So I know they're in the area. I've never seen them specifically right here, so hopefully we can get that thing to produce at some point. And so you guys stay tuned. When we get down here to these raccoon traps, I'll show you them, what they're looking like, and then I'll have to refine that dirt hole set, and I'll bring y'all along for that make, so y'all can just see what's going on with it. But yeah, y'all hang out, and I'll get back with you. All right, guys, so we made it over here to the raccoon sets, and I was having some problems with something digging the bait out of my dog proof, but never setting it off. So I'd come and everything would be like, all the bait would be out of the dog proof and it'd be laid over on its side, but it wouldn't be tripped. And so I couldn't really figure out what was going on, but I think I found the culprit here. Got this old possum, and for the most part these guys are not all that bad. They'll actually play possum. You can reach down with your hand and pick them up. I'm gonna let this guy go. A lot of guys wouldn't. He is a egg eater. He does get into ground bird nests like turkeys and grouse and stuff like that, but I have no use for the fur and I have no use for the meat. And he's also pretty beneficial. He does eat a lot of ticks, something like 5,000 a year, and he eats a lot of spiders and mosquitoes and stuff. So he's also little. He looks like a young guy, maybe a yearling. So I'm just gonna let him go. Don't you do it, buddy. Opossums are notorious for playing possum. He'll act like this for a little bit, but he'll move on about his business. All right, so let that guy go. He's still laying over there playing possum. He'll be all right. I checked his foot, and it had a little mark on it, but nothing was broken. I moved it and made sure that he was still going to be able to walk. So it'll probably take 10 or 15 minutes, get a little bit of circulation back, and he'll be able to go. Storm's blowing in. It looks like it's the wind's blowing pretty hard, and I think it might be sprinkling a little bit, but that's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get this dog proof remade first, and then I'm going to rebait this guy, but I'm gonna put some stuff on this side of the tree so they can't climb up on this side or that side, so that they have to come to this side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and rebait my other trap down there that's got the tuna can. It looks like something's been playing around in there. We'll get down there to it in a minute and see. But some of that barricade stuff I'd put up on the sides knocked down. And so that'll be it for the coon sets. And then once we get that done, we're gonna make the hike right back over here to the natural dirt hole set and get that Duke number 2 in the ground. Y'all stay tuned. All right, so started pouring on me when I was fixing these old raccoon traps. So I'm not gonna be setting that old dirt hole set that I was just telling you guys about. I'll show it to you real quick, but that'll be for the next video. I'll probably come back maybe this evening, or either in the morning when I come back to check. I'll set it. But here's this guy, natural dirt hole, pretty good sized. I'm gonna dig it out, make it like a big 6-inch hole, put that Duke number 2 in there. I'm gonna load it down with pretty much basically every bait and lure I've got. I'm gonna put feathers on it. I'm gonna put tassel from it. I'm just gonna do all kinds of shit and just see if it'll catch. I know the coyotes are on this side for sure. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll figure out what this rain's gonna do, and we'll get back after it. Catch you guys later. All right, well, about the time I made that, as you can see, the sun came out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you guys over here, and you can come along with me while I make this dirt hole. I'll probably, in editing, I'll probably speed it up just for sake of video length. But basically, like I was just saying, it's just gonna be a basic dirt hole set. I'm gonna dig that hole that's already there out more, probably a little deeper. I'm gonna make it real big and elaborate in the front, bury my trap there. I'm gonna bring that game camera back down later and put it on one of these trees, probably this guy right over here, facing maybe about chest high, facing towards the trap bed. Just see what we can get. Just right back down there, you can see some urine tags hanging in the tree. Just right there is where I've gotten pictures of 2 of them in the last week. Pretty good sized coyotes. So hopefully this right here will hit on something. Coming back in at the very last little bit of light right here of the day. Storm's blowing in pretty good. Had to run down to town earlier. First of all, the GoPro died right in the middle of making that set, so I didn't even get to finish showing y'all the rest of that set. And then I had to run to town to pick up some more batteries and a couple other things that we needed. So I got the camera, new fresh card in the camera and fresh batteries, and we're coming back down here to hang this camera right at the last light of the day. But so here's that set. Nothing's even been here since I was here earlier, so that was only a couple hours ago. Doesn't surprise me. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this camera hung up, and I've actually got it in video mode. So I'm hoping, I've never used video mode on it, I'm hoping we can get a nice video of something coming in here, getting in this trap. But the storm's coming in. I really hope it doesn't get washed out. All right, I'm gonna hang this camera, you guys stay tuned. So I got the camera set. Right there, you can see it's already recording me. And I had to put some sticks in behind it to kind of angle it down towards the trap there. So hopefully that works. I've got it set to take 15-second videos. I don't know how good it's gonna be. That camera is the cheapest basic camera that you can buy from Walmart. It takes decent pictures, and that's the only reason I use it, mostly for seeing what deer I have. But we're gonna use it to see if we can't maybe video whatever comes into that trap. And while I'm right here, I'm just gonna give this a look over. Looks like everything's still set pretty good. It's dark right now. We'll come back, check it in the morning. Appreciate you guys following along. Any questions, comments, let me know. Try to answer them as best as I can. I know my videos really aren't that informative as far as what I do to bed the traps and all that other stuff, but there's so many videos out there of other guys that do a far better job than I could. So I just try to bring you along for my adventures. So I appreciate you following along for that. Catch you guys on the next one. What's up, YouTube world? Welcome back to my channel. And today we're out here, pretty blustery morning. Yesterday it was 70 degrees. Overnight it dropped down to below 30, and the snow blew in on the mountain this morning. But trap checks still go on, so we're gonna walk right down here to this lone canine trap. I checked it yesterday morning. I didn't video it, but I was here, and something had definitely eaten the meat that I put there, and had moved the driftwood a little bit while I never set the trap off. So I didn't mess with it. I left it how it was. And so maybe something got in it again, because it still had some of the hellfire left, smeared on the side. All right, so we made it over here to this canine set, and something has definitely been back since I checked it yesterday. And you can kind of see here where I put some of that backing and that piece of wood that I had meat on. All that's been messed up since I was here yesterday. But it could have been any number of things. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna leave it. The ground's still super wet from all the rain we had last night, so probably wouldn't even be worth trying to remake right now. Obviously it's still getting attention, so I'm just gonna leave it, and then tomorrow I'll have to pull it up anyways since I'm going back to work off the holiday vacation. So I'm just gonna leave it till tomorrow. If it catches, it catches. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So now we're gonna head over here to the raccoon sets, and you can kind of tell on this side of the ridge from where we was at a while ago, like from here versus there, pretty weird. But we usually get snow up here on the mountain at the cabin more than anybody else. But check out these how these trees done. Just as high as you can see on all the trees facing this way where the wind was blowing, which is south. That storm blew in from over there last night, Tennessee area, this way. So sorry about the camera work today, guys. I got a lot going on. Anyways, heading over to the coon sets, and then I've also got one predator set on that side. We'll check it. Y'all stay tuned. Okay, so we've made it back on this ridge over here where I've got the other sets, and it's a little bit warmer over here. The wind's not as blowing as strong, but here's the one predator set, and nothing's even messed with this guy. I can still see the meat down in there. It is covered over with dirt though, where it's rained and washed down in there. Got the camera there on it. So no luck there, and I'm not hearing any critters right over here at my raccoon sets. Don't mean they're not there, but I'm not hearing or seeing anything yet. There's that set, hadn't even been touched. There's the dog proof, and it has been touched. They eat some out of it, but not down enough to matter. And then there's my last set. I can see the sardines are gone from the top half of that lid, but the trap is not triggered, so no luck today. But that's the way it goes sometimes, and I think it's important to show the bad with the good. Not that it's necessarily bad, but more that that's just how hunting and trapping goes. Fortunately, so far this season, which I've only had traps in the ground for about 10 days maybe, I've caught 3 raccoons and 1 possum, and I've had absolutely no luck on any canine set here or on my second line. So I think it has a lot to do with the weather, and probably has a little bit to do where I'm setting at as well. I've got most of this that I'm setting right here is hardwoods. Well, not hardwoods, but timber. It's a mix, a lot of pine, fair amount of oak, fair amount of other trees. And I know that the coyotes are here because I've got them on trail cam right here, actually, like 2 or 3 days in a row, right before the end of deer season. And I also know the fox are here because I've also got them on camera since I've put out traps messing with one of my sets. So I know that the critters are here. It's just a matter of finding the right location, the right trail, all that good stuff. And I I think that dirt hole set over there, once the rain moves out and everything dries out a bit and I can refreshen it up, I think it will probably produce. But it's just a matter of, I don't really have time. I got to go back to work Wednesday, and with my work schedule, I won't have time to deal with a trap line until the end of January, and I'll have another 8 days off, and then I'll be able to put traps out that first day of my 8 days off and run the line through the 8 days. But hopefully I can make something happen with some canines for you guys eventually. I caught 4 or 5 canines out of these woods last year, and hoping to make it happen again this year. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Again, thanks for following along, coming along for the adventures. I guess I'll catch you on the next one.